Greeting class. In this tutorial, I would like to show you how one can use a class and a pointer and using the pointer to point to class objects. With that said, let's go ahead and create a new project. I'm going to say new project, Windows 32, console. In this case, we're going to name it pointer and class. Next, I'm going to click next, empty project, finish. In this case, under Solution Explorer, we can see a bunch of folders. Under source, we just click and say new item. And the new item, we're going to select C++ file and we give it name. I'll call it CP, but you can name it anything you would like to name and make sure you remember where you save it. We say add. All right, now that this is done, the first thing we're going to do is we're going to go ahead and create our include our libraries. In this case, I'm going to be using IOStream library. Then I'm going to include my string library. Next, what we're going to do is we're going to use the standard output, the standard input, and the standard end of the line, and the standard string. So we're going to use using standard cout, using standard input cn, using standard end of line, and using standard string. All right, so in this case, let's recap. In this case, in the editor area, I included two libraries, IOStream and string, and I'm using their standard output, input, end of line string in this program. The next what we're going to do is we're going to create a class. We're going to name this class people, and open bracket, public. We're going to make this class public, and then we're going to declare its member. So we have age and salary, string, profession, next variable is description, that's type of a string, and char will be the gender. Close bracket, semicolon. We're going to put a comment there. Now we're going to add some comment at the end to kind of explain the end of the class. It's always a good idea to add comments to your code, so at least when you troubleshoot, it's easier to see what's going on with your declaration and open bracket and end bracket. Next, now that we declare our class, we're going to go ahead and start with our main program, main function, open bracket. In this case, our objective is to declare object of the class. So in this case, we're going to be using the pointer method. People is our class, and we're going to be declaring some objects of that. So the first time we're going to do is we're going to call it first class, first people, and we're going to declare one more object of that class. We're going to call it second people and semicolon. If you would like to declare more, you can do that, but in this case, to do the demo about pointers and classes, that's why we're going to just declare two objects of the class people using the pointer. Next, we're going to go ahead and allocate memory space by calling the new operator, and then we're going to construct an object at the newly allocated memory space. So first people new people, second people, so in this case what we have done is, let's recap, we created an object of class people, two of them, first people and second people, by using the pointer method. And the way you can tell us the pointer is this multiplication sign is in front of the object. Then we use the new operator command to create allocate space in a memory, and then assign the first people and second people object in that memory space. Now that we have done with our declaration, we can proceed with populating our objects and objects members. And to do that, we're going to go ahead and proceed by typing first people, and since the pointer, we're going to use dash greater sign. I forgot the T here. Let's try it again. Dash greater sign, and then we are prompted with the member of that object. The first one we're going to go ahead and populate is the age. Click on the age. We're going to give it 22 years old. Let's go ahead and do the rest of them, the same method as I show you the first time. We're going to do the description now. We're going to say equal good people, first people dash gender. This is going to be feminine, female, first people, and then profession equal sign, the top type string, and we're gonna say these people all lawyers. Then first then salary of these people. So in this case, we're gonna give him $98,000. Okay, so let's recap. The first thing we have then after we declare our class and its member, we define object of the class, two of them, first people and second people of type pointer, and this is where you can tell the pointer because of the asterisk. And then we allocated memory space so we can place these objects to memory by using the new operator command, and then we went ahead and populate its member. In this case, as you can see, we use the dash greater sign operator to go ahead and populate the member of this first class object. And the reason we are using this dash greater sign is operator because this is a pointer. All right, so now we did the first one. Now we need to take care of the second object. So to make our work easier, we just copy this one, highlight it, copy, go to the next line, paste it, and we're going to replace the first with second. Again, it's because it's good. The ID shows us there's a problem, right? So as we can see, we forgot to put the P. So now if you put the P, second people, that's our object of class people. And let's go ahead and change the values here because these are good people too. Call it masculine. We're gonna make them doctors, and here we're gonna make your salary 99,000 a year. Okay, now let's go ahead and do a demo and show you how we can go ahead and print the data on the screen. So we're gonna have a standard out. In this case, we're saying the first people salary is, in this case we're going to be using the first people dash greater sign salary. We want to display the salary, and the end of the line, then we're going to say count out the second salary, yes, okay. Then we're going to go ahead and close our bracket to indicate that our main function is complete. Here we're going to say end of the main function. So basically what we have done here is, to recap, is we populated the member of our objects, the first people object and second people object, with different values. And here we demonstrate how we can use the standard output to go ahead and print some values of these members. In this case, we have chosen to display their salaries only. And if you want to print the rest of them, you can go ahead and use the same method to display their information. So another thing also we can do is we can also do a addition where we can say the total salary is, just kind of show you how we can add these members of these two different objects. We can say first people dash salary, and say plus second people dash greater sign salary, and then end of the line. So let's go ahead and run this program. Control F5, see if it's gonna run or not. Good. So as you can see, it displays the salaries and also their total salary. So this kind of concludes the demonstration of how we can use class and then use a pointer and the new operator method to declare a space and a memory and to place the objects of people class, and then use the dash greater sign which is also called member access operator to access the members of each objects. Okay, and then here we use the print statement to access a member of each objects and to print it on the screen. And also we can use the addition, where we show you how actually we went to add the two salaries together by using the members of different objects and by using the access operator, which is this one, to add two members and obtain their salary, the total, the sum. So I hope you find this tutorial helpful, and to kind of show you how you can use pointers to access objects, member, and do some calculation and the print result on the screen. Thank you.